Give him the forecast.
Omega level threat detected.
Ancient sands, heed my command and reclaim these relics of hatred!
Whew, girl, I'm tired. I was low-key out of commission this week. The last day I went to the gym was Sunday. And honey, I had a 15-day streak. I was in the gym every single day for 15 days. My goal was, all right, let's do 30 days every single day. Because I've yet to accomplish that. I've been almost right there. But girl, honey, the gym today wiped me out. And I guess I have this to blame, right? I don't even think it's really this because I don't know. I don't know. Because one thing I really hate about like me, our community, just like life period, but I think more so in our community, we kind of think like this. So Sunday, when I tell you, go, go Power Rangers, girl, it's morphin' time. Honey, this throat turned into a transformer, bitch. Let me tell you, honey, I was working with some big meats, okay? Arby's has the meats, honey. Hello, God. This piece of trade had the meat. The meat. Stuffing thine throat, girl. Christmas came early. These stocking stuffers came early, girl. Oh, yes, God, I was. Okay. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Period. Okay. And I was doing the thing, girl. And I don't know if I've told y'all this, but I'm a texture person, especially the older I become. And I do not allow dudes to release onto the in thine throat. And honey, pop went the weasel. I understand that you are receiving God tier, experienced, hello God, experienced throka, honey. But I always tell my trade, let me know. Sometimes I can feel it. I am a sensei. Hello God. Okay. I'm a sensei. I sense it. Okay. But sometimes things just be happening, child. And honey, I always try to tell Trey, let me know before you blow, so that I can remove myself from the situation. I don't really like it in my mouth, and I definitely don't like it. I'm not a swallower. Let's just keep it real. I learned my lesson many, many, many moons ago, dealing with toxic, dirty dick trade. These dudes, they eat about anything, girl. They don't care about their health. They don't care about what they consume. And they sure as hell ain't educated enough to even realize what goes in comes out. Hello, God. And honey, I was like, no, I'm over it. Because before, back in the day, honey, when I was a young warthog, hello, God, honey, when I was out here being a war, okay, I was doing that. I didn't mind a little, little spit swallow. I didn't really mind that at all. But girl, no, like, you can't do that. Nowadays, hell no. So dude did not let me know shit. And before we knew it, I was swallowing, girl. It didn't taste bad or anything like that. It just, I don't know. But the next day, girl, my throat went to hurt. And you know how we do, girl. Girl, what did this bitch give me? What do I have? What did I have? No, So I can't just necessarily, things don't happen that quickly, you know. I could have already been coming down with something or whatever. But I just kept thinking to myself, never again. The North remembers, bitch. Period, girl. Like, the North remembers, girl. Winter will not be coming in this mouth. Okay, girl, please. I only do that if I'm in the heat of the moment, if I'm feeling it. You know, sometimes trade can put you in the mood. Hello, God. Especially when they coaching you through chomping down that wood, honey. Hello, God. But I just was not feeling it. And this week, I've just been like, But I'm better now, y'all. I'm better now. Yeah, I will not be playing with these dudes moving forward. If y'all got the hot to it, that thing, honey, then you need to let me know before so she can fly over my shoulder. Or sometimes I put a towel like I'm at Red Lobster. Girl, remember Red Lobster back in the day when they gave you the bibs? Hello, God. I'm professional, girl. I put a little bib on real quick. That way, I can still, until the very last moment, I like to give my all, honey. I give my all to have. Hello, God. Trades wood tonight, honey. Hello, God. Oh, there's too many hello, gods. That's going to start making me annoying now. But, honey, let me tell y'all, that shit right there. Ooh. Yeah, for now on, moving forward, at the very last minute, when I feel it, I'm going to start telling them to give me like a special signal or something. That way, when daddy is about to release, you can just shoot it right on the chest, right on the bib. Hello, God. Right on the bib, baby. Yes, honey, I don't want none of your stuff. And it's kind of difficult, too, because, like, these dudes, you know, the pre-con. Okay, girl. It's hard to avoid that, especially when you have a God such as myself serving thine wood. Of course, precumulation. Hello, God. Let's jazz up the word a little bit for YouTube's terms and conditions, honey. Okay, the precumulation, honey. That's a sign that, honey, daddy is brick. He's ready. You got the juices are flowing. So I kind of find that to be, I don't find anything wrong with that. I actually like that. It turns me on. It lets me know that you're turned on. But girl, I can't, girl. I can't. Luckily, child, I had got the extra strength cough drops, girl. Free 99. Just stuff them girls in your pocket and call it a day. Because, girl, I told you, girl, if I can put it in my pocket, it's mine. I'm not paying for shit, and I don't give a damn if I'm rich, poor, middle class. It don't matter, girl. If it can fit in my pocket, it's coming with me. Period. Okay? Girl. Special announcement, as some of you may have already seen. Tomorrow night, that is Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, we will be live, honey. We'll be having a sit-down conversation, me and Robert Ray. We're going to see if we can reconcile our differences. Shout out to Chloe and Harviana, who will be special, hello God, special mediators, girl. We'll see how this goes. I hope it goes well. I hope, my intention is for it to go well. But truth and justice must be served. Period. Periana to the Perrier. Shout out to the official King Payne. Okay? Like, we can't move forward if truth and justice cannot be served first. Hello, God. Tuesday, me and Harviana, we will be sitting down with Twan Dixon, I believe around 7 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday. Just got to finalize a couple of things, but I believe that we are moving forward with Tuesday. I'll let y'all know, and Harviana will let y'all know too, because honey, we got to get into the things of those things as it relates to Twan Dixon, honey, from a therapist perspective. Series finale was this past Thursday. I just got finished watching the last episode in the gym just now, and it took a lot for me not to want to cry listening to Chef Pablo from Chasing Orlando. Shout out to him. Just, girl, and that's one of the reasons why I go so hard on our community when I talk about delusions of grandeur and like how we treat each other, how we talk about each other. Like, girl, when you peel back the layers, girl, the iron layers, hello God, pulled back on your ass, you realize like, damn, like everybody has similar struggles, similar life experiences. But why is it that we constantly have to lead with being shady cunts? Okay? Like, it's so disappointing. And then, just briefly, for those that didn't get a chance to, watch, Chef Pablo was just opening up about like a lot of the battles that he's been facing since we last saw him last season. And apparently, he has kids. They're grown now, or they're on their way to being grown. And apparently there's a bunch of issues with Pablo wanting to be who he wants to be. And the baby mothers ain't having it. The people around him like that are not having it. They're trying to keep him from his children because of that. My heart just poured out for this man. Shout out to Pablo for just being so vulnerable and being willing to share all of that, because you can tell he's at his breaking point. You never know what a person is going through, and like you could just tell that Chef Pablo needed that conversation with Twan, and we all needed to hear it as well. Because if it weren't for this conversation, I fear that Chef Pablo may have considered leaving this world. You gotta think about all that man has been through. All the trauma, the deaths in the family, the constant struggle of, being a dad while still trying to be who you are as a gay man. And then being black on top of that, growing up in the hood and being around all these hood ass bitches and the way that they think, a lot of these religious cunts. It's a lot, girl. It's a lot. And it was just so sad just watching this man just tell and bear all. And shout out to Twan just being a good friend and a good therapist, sharing in his own experience to let, Pablo know you're not alone. I may not fully understand your situation because I don't have kids, but I do experience, or I have experienced similar struggles as you have. And it's good to just sit down with someone, and it ain't even got to be in no like therapeutic capacity, but it is therapeutic in nature, having those conversations with not just a licensed professional, but with someone who has personally dealt with certain things that you have. Because they might be able to help guide you out of that dark tunnel. Amen. This show was really thought-provoking. It was really good. It's definitely what's needed, required, and desired in our community. I think this was just a pilot run. This wasn't a show that needed 10 episodes. 5 was good. But I do hope that we're able to keep this going. I do understand that there may be some challenges on how do we reinvent if we do want a second season, or if we want to continue with these types of shows. How do we provide the necessary accoutrement for entertainment, and, you know, how do we keep it going? But I'm not gonna lie, for this to be the first of its kind in the web space, I'm here for all of it. I'm here for all of it. Shout out to Swan. Shout out to his clients. You know, they were willing to share their experiences, girl, very vulnerable moments with the viewing public, especially the chasing fans, because you know how ridiculously toxic y'all can be sometimes. Sorry, but it's the truth. Yeah. Shout out to Andario. Shout out to them girls, honey. They did their thing. Very relatable. Very, very, very relatable. I personally, the last episode, I believe it was, not the one that the season finale, but the one prior, Twan was having that conversation with his homegirl, and I think that was his sister too, in one scene, talking about the relationship with his mother, or lack thereof, and the same thing with the rest of his siblings, and, you know, if y'all know my story, you know that definitely resonated with me with the whole mother conversation. Like, I could never, ever, 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 ever fathom parents who just don't get out of their own fucking way to actually see their kids, be with their kids, love their kids, go hard in the paint for their kids. I just, that is so crazy. And then what's crazy is when you add a little gay in there, hello, something a little different from the normal, traditional, familial structure, it becomes even more difficult. And one thing I just really despise, and the Bible Belt cunts, the Southern, I know this is probably everywhere around the world, but just like speaking to the Southern experience, like, these people are radically charged. The way that y'all will go to these churches, girl, and you will uplift these PDF files, girl, that dwelleth in the church, these drug users, these violent abusers, girl, the way that y'all just live for that religious, biblical structure, girl. Y'all are very dangerous people. You are the main reason, 99.9% of the reason the Black experience has been the struggle that it is. I can say that with 100% absolute confidence. Girl, it's crazy. The way that y'all just go up for that shit and bypass everything else. And you think you're going to heaven? God. If there is one, right? You think that do you really think that there's something good for you at the end of your life? Look at how you treat people. You're not walking in the ways of your God. You're not walking in the ways of your doctrine. If anything, y'all pick and choose, hello God, what suits your narrative, what pushes your propaganda. The same way the Bible is nothing but propaganda. Personal belief systems, hello God, tied to trauma, fear-mongering for control. And I really want to have this conversation in bulk at some point, but I just want to raise the question yet again in life. What has your God done for you? There's these guys on TikTok, straight men, skirt designers, right? They've been going viral lately because of just all of the backlash. All of these sorry ass niggas and bitches got so much to say about, oh, look at what this is teaching our youth and blah, 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 blah. YNs wearing skirts. These are straight men. They found a not so ordinary way to promote their shit. And y'all, instead of even doing any real research to find out that this is just them promoting the skirt line, this has nothing to do with YNs wearing skirts or people trying to influence the boys in the community. This is about someone who's trying to promote their business. And what better way to do that than to take something that y'all basically are doing it for him. He's selling out every day. So while your hate and your bigotry and your filth, hello God, you trying to be seen so much by having these little think pieces against some young niggas who just want to sell their skirts. You're blessing them at the same time. Hello. And let me tell y'all something else too. This can go a lot of different ways, but I really had this thought the other day. The YNs are out here. And honey, when I tell you the young boys are out here, they want to experience what it's like to lay down with a man. When I tell you the YNs are out here, hello God, they want a little bit of Rachel sucky. Hello, they want the experience. And I thought to myself, why is this? Why is there such a heavy influx of YNs that want to be, you know, serviced, right? And I thought about it. It's because of y'all. When y'all get on these platforms and you talk so much about the gay community and how they're the influence, and you talk about this, and there have even been other videos of alleged straight men talking about how, oh, I could understand, you know, y'all saying a man knows what a man wants and a woman knows better what a woman wants. And then you got even women out here with your hatred and your bile coming out of that sorry, decrepit, sour ass mouth of y'all's too. There's so much. You ever notice when you tell people not to do something, they tend to do what you told them not to do? It's the spirit of intrigue. Why don't you want me to do this? Why don't you want me to experience this? We are designed to go against the grain. The same reason, if you want to believe the story of Adam and Eve, girl, don't eat. You can have everything in this garden, girl, just don't touch that tree. Don't touch that tree. Now I'm intrigued by the tree. What about this tree? Hello, God. I want to know. In the words of Joe, I want to know. I like to know. Hello, God. So the more y'all try to ban shit, the more y'all try to talk down on something, the more you promote this heavy hate towards something, humans, inevitably, hello, God, they gonna try to cross that line. They want to see what that's about. So y'all go ahead and keep promoting that bullshit, that hate, that bigotry, hello God, your homophobia. All that does is open up that curious door, hello God, for a YN to release your inhibitions. Yes, girl. Shout out to Miss Bedingfield or whatever her name was, girl. Natasha Bedingfield or whatever, girl. Hello. And I want to say this too. Y'all, honey, these men, I swear, it's always a raggedy man with a sour mouth sitting here talking about some, ooh, when God comes back. Child, let me tell you something about Jesus and God, right? If they exist. Slavery went by for hundreds and hundreds of years, still to this day, when you think about it. You have the most current genocide, hello God, the ethnic cleansing of an entire people over there in Gaza. You have evil cunts like Netanyahu just starting wars for no reason. We have Donald Duck as our president, who is evil in a lot of ways. You have a lot of the corruption and the war, the death, the famine, the slavery, all the bad shit, right, is going on and has been going on. If God or his son hasn't dropped down to cease all of that filth, what makes you think he gives a damn about niggas wearing skirts? So you think that he just gonna skip on by the slaughtering of children, okay? The horrible crimes against humanity, the possible destruction of the world, the literal cleansing of a people. You got people that are actively doing things that harm our environment to the point where this whole bitch might implode on itself because of us. And you think that God is gonna skip by all of that to just condemn YNs that wanna wear skirts? Girl, I swear. It's like I always talk about, y'all, only when it's gay. Hello, when it's black and gay is when the conversations want to start coming out, the think pieces. And you know what's even more disgusting and disturbing? Who the think pieces are coming from. I can look at these niggas. I can smell the sin, the foul stench of sin. Oh, there's other sins. There's other stenches there too. Blackened mouths, weed, alcohol. Hello, God. And black people, let's go a step further with this, because the way that y'all go up for the whole religious aspect, and we condemn YNs that wear skirts. What about that nasty ass uncle who y'all keep letting come to Thanksgiving, who done molested the first 3 generations of the children? Hello, God. He's still here. He ain't in cuffs. Ain't nobody put a bullet in his head yet. Hello. The toxic mother who beats her children. Hello. That toxic father who's trash. Hello, God. The trauma and horrible filth that you bestow upon your children. But you think God is somewhere hovering over your life specifically to bless you. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Your God doesn't exist. Welcome to the real hell. Period. Welcome to the real hell. There has to be a reason we look up to the heavens, because this is really the hell. Y'all religious fanatics, you zealots, y'all really irk my nerve. Y'all really irk my nerve. And then you know what kills me too is y'all be the same cunts that wonder why your children go no contact with you. I saw this stale-faced whore, this old decrepit black lady. She be going off on TikTok about the no contact, and she's basically trying to condemn the children and praise the parents. But I'm just like, girl, you're one of those cunts. You decided to dedicate the rest of your life, with whatever's left of it, with your crypt keeper face ass bitch. You decided to dedicate because your children were finally done with you. So now you want to be one of these people that lend a platform, lend a helping hand to toxic mothers like you, bitch. You want to condemn the young people in this generation for standing up for themselves, for saying no more trauma. Shout out to Mary J. Blige. No more pain, no more drama in my life. I don't ever want to hurt again. Why are y'all mad at these people for saying they don't want that no more? And the only way they seem to be able to have a semblance of normalcy, hello God, is by blocking and deleting you from their experience. Instead of y'all saying, hey, let me take a step back, let me try to realize where my children are coming from. Because the fact of the matter is, ain't nobody a perfect parent. But I do believe that there is a large group of shitty parents. And you can always tell a shitty parent by how defensive they get when their children try to have conversations with them about the trauma that was bestowed upon them. So like when Twan was talking about his mother and that's why I have, let me tell y'all, give y'all a message right now. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit no more. And y'all better start getting that headspace too. You can do all that crying and weeping and thinking, getting all in your head about, no, it's not your fault. It was never your fault. These are the people that were supposed to spit you out of their coochie, they ball sack. They were supposed to raise you the right way. I don't care what nobody says, oh, they had trauma too. That is true. But every being is born, in my humble opinion, knowing what makes them feel good and what makes them feel like shit. So the fact that parents, knowing what makes them feel good and feel like shit, decide to make their kids feel like shit. So there may not be a handbook for raising your kids, but girl, there's a built-in, hello God, there's a built-in higher sense to know certain things equal pain, certain things equal joy. Period. And like I said, y'all hoes want to get mad at the kids. Oh, the kids, especially when they get grown, well, they can come to me. No, you're the parent, no matter how old they are, baby. You should have been creating the environment to make them want to come to you. And then y'all out here trying to guilt trip and gaslight the children. Oh, I'm your mom, or I'm your dad, and that don't mean a goddamn thing. Thank you for screwing, doing, and hooing, girl, and giving birth to me. But let's just tell the truth. How many of our lives have been better by being birthed to shitty, toxic, raggedy, traumatizing individuals? Hello? Has my life been any better because you gave me life? Girl, my life has been a struggle. Fuck is you talking about? It's not a prize. And that's why I'm so happy they're talking about birth rates are down, because people are realizing, girl, why would I want to give birth to a child, to a human being, especially if I'm struggling, I haven't even been able to live life, or yet alone, bitch, be able to deal with my trauma. All you're doing is now perpetuating the cycle further and further and further. No, don't do these kids any disservices, girl. Don't. If I had been born under better, happy parents, a happy mom, the outcomes of your children, hello God, are vastly determined on the quality of life the parents have. Why do you think people say, well, kids that come from a two-parent household are more likely to blah, 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 right? It's the truth. If you're in a broken home, there's all this trauma and foolishness and family secrets and dark horses, hello God, evil cunts. The likelihood of struggling cunt, the likelihood of you having a successful outcome or being a halfway decent individual is slim to none, bitch. Tell the truth. A lot of you Grinch style cunts sit around here in your fucking pity and filth. You want your kids to feel bad. You want people to feel bad. I don't feel bad for shit. And maybe I would if the majority of y'all would actually take some type of ownership and responsibility, but you don't. My mom still says I have no regrets. Well, I don't have a regret leaving you in the past and never thinking of your existence ever again. You don't exist to me, Mariah saith unto Jennifer Lopez, and I still don't know you, bitch. Maya Angelou said it the best, girl. When people show you who they are, believe them. Simple, but very complex. Very hard to do. I've mastered the art of acting like you don't exist anymore. It took me a lot of pain, hello God. It took a lot for me to build up that strength because I care. I naturally am a caring, compassionate individual. I'm constantly hurting myself by trying to put myself in your shoes. No longer will I be doing that bullshit. I don't want to be in your shoes. Your shoes are your shoes. Hello, I'm Cinderella to the bullshit, honey. No one else can wear these. And I don't want to wear yours. Stop trying to make me feel bad and guilt trip me, hello God, into feeling bad for your ass while I come to the table. Only for what? For you to continue to no longer take responsibility for your actions, your crimes against humanity, bitch? No God. What does that, I feel like, and I always talk about this kind of shit, but I have to teach y'all a lesson. Even if you don't learn nothing from my silence or my separation from you, at some point you will. There's always going to be that cunt who's laying on their deathbed going down the list in their mind. Oh shit. Think about it, girl. When you go to really questioning your life, Ebenezer Scrooge did it too. The evilest of cunts eventually sit down on that last breath that they might be taking, girl, and they contemplate. They reflect on thine life, how they treated people. And then that's the moment y'all want to, oh, can I get forgiveness? Fuck no. I don't care about that disease. I don't care about that sickness. I don't care about the hospitalization. That was your come to Jesus moment. No, girl, you should have been doing it while you was healthy. And no, I will not be feeling guilty if the Lord decideth to pluck your number, bitch. No, I don't feel bad. You should have been doing all of that self-reflection and all that trying to make amends shit when you was healthy and kicking. Period. Oh, but you're going to feel bad if I pass away and there's unfinished business. I've said what I needed to say because I'm a real bitch. Hello. I'm not Pinocchio. My nose don't grow because I don't lie. Tell people how they make you feel. Have those conversations. That's why I always tell people, even if you feel like you're beating a dead horse, say it a couple of times throughout the journey of life and dealing with these people. That way, when that time comes for them, inevitably, hello God, because it will come. Oh, well, can you forgive me? No. I've given you a number of chances, baby. And because now you're ready, because you think that that's going to, your soul and your spirit is going to be alleviated from, no. Baby, it's not my job to give you recompense, bitch. It's not my job. You have to forgive. No, I'm not even gonna lie to myself about no forgiveness shit. It's not about that. They said, well, forgiveness is for you and not the other person. I'm good then. If it's really like that, I really don't care to forgive. I will forget. You don't exist to me. Fa la 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 la. Period, bitch. Anyway, this is longer than I anticipated. Let me get out of here. Again, see y'all tomorrow night and see y'all Tuesday. We finna get to the things of those things. I appreciate y'all for being here, loving on me. Continue to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Until the next video, y'all take care, okay? Be blessed and never stressed, and remember that health is truly wealth. Take care. Bye.